Are you ready for Chatting with Charmaine? Well, here's your host, Charmaine Winter.
Hey everyone, welcome to Chatting with Charmaine. I'm your host, Charmaine Winter, and I am super stoked. Thank you for sharing your Valentine's Day with me. Hey Sandra, so good to have you here. And Adam, thanks so much for hopping on. Welcome to this Valentine's Day edition of Chatting with Charmaine, everyone. I have the most awesome guests joining me tonight. I'm telling you, I'm crushing on these fellows because they are my Valentine's Day crush. Arguably, I've got Joe Wong joining me tonight, you guys. He's arguably the funniest man in America, and he's here tonight. I have legendary interior designer Vincent Wolf is here. He's joining me, and then regular here on Chatting with Charmaine, my favorite show musician, Kingsley Ray, is here. So, you all need to definitely snuggle up with someone extra special and go ahead and share this live so that no one is angry with you on this day of love. I'm going to add a moderator to this so I can get some help here, and we're going to get started. So, what's love, right? Is it a feeling, an emotion, an act, a thought? And how do you know when you have it? Maybe you just realize one day that, hey, wait a minute, this is love. Or perhaps, you have a lightning strike and instant love feeling. Do you and your partner express love in the same way or completely differently? Does the answer lie within a song? Well, good luck finding it, because research estimates that over 100 million songs are written about love. One thing is for certain. Love is the most powerful emotion on the planet, and it's a beautiful thing when you're in it. As I invite up my very first guest, I think you will have a different kind of love, as in appreciation for him and his work. I'm going to look and see if my guest, Joe Wong, is here, or if he is still trying to figure out how to sign on. So let me see if Joe Wong is here. So I don't see him. Show producer, would you go ahead and wrangle Joe Wong? And while you do that, I do see that I've got my second guest here. And so, it's live, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and invite him up early. We're going to have an opportunity to Vincent, I sent you an invite. Let's hope you're all set. I'm really impressed that there you are, Vincent.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Happy Valentine.
Well, thank you.
And I love your red lip and red dress.
Thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Lee, thanks so much for joining us. Vincent, you're a little hazy. I don't know what's going on with your screen. Maybe you're cooking.
It's all like looking better under.
I gotta tell you, you are my Valentine's Day design crush. And I am so happy to have the honor of interviewing you today.
I don't know.
There you are.
Why hazy? Because you're clear.
Yeah.
Maybe that has to do with my state of mind. But I don't know.
I saw
Do you,
that you had the you were on live with other people earlier today on another live. So you know you might just be that's super busy, but we'll figure that out because I'm getting you on a good 20 minutes earlier than I sent you the show.
it wouldn't be any less lazy. Hasty. I am being lazy, but that has nothing to do with it. Hasty.
So let me ask you, Michelle, thanks so much for hopping on here. So Vincent, I wanted to share with you, although I think this is the first time I'm having the pleasure of speaking with you, it is not my first time being in the same room with you.
Oh, really?
Yes. I remember the first time I encountered you, and now I'm not going to date either of us. So I'm just going to say it was a while ago, and it was at the launch, I believe, of your very first book. So everyone, Vincent Wong, now I'm mixing you up, Wolf.
Yeah.
I'm combining
Four-legged.
you with my first guest.
Four-legged.
Yeah. So Vincent Wolf, designer, iconic designer, and author. And those of you who are industry and in the know, you know who this man is. No introduction is necessary, but let me introduce you all to one of my favorites, a design crush of mine. So Vincent, I wanted to ask you really quickly while we have time here. Um, you have a charity, God's Love
God's love.
We Deliver. I thought, what a cool name. Tell us a little bit about that. How'd you get involved and what does it mean for you?
Well, first, let me tell you how God's love came about. This lady used to deliver in the very early 80s food to a friend of hers who had AIDS.
Oh,
And she would bring him food every day. And the guy lived next to a church. And the priest was standing outside of the church one day and he said to her, I see you coming here with food every day. What are you doing? And she explained to him that a friend of hers was gravely ill and he couldn't prepare food. So that's what she was doing. He said, you know, you're doing God's love. That's how the name came about. Now we're serving 3 million meals, a year.
wow.
People who have AIDS, cancer. If you cannot prepare food for yourself because you're not well, we will feed you. We will feed if you have a family with you, if you have a caretaker, and it's all tailored precisely to the person, whatever dietary needs they have. How did I get Margaret Russell, who was the editor in chief of El Decor and Architectural Digest, got me involved? I would say like 18 years ago, and it's like you say the word God's love and it you feel good, you feel that you're doing something not in a big way but on a one-to-one person, and I think it's one of the best charities that exist in New York.
Well,
Long
it is
answer.
exciting. It's exciting. And I love the title. Thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah, I definitely can be behind anything like that. And I got to let you know, you inspired me to be more public with what I personally did as a designer for my charity. And what was great is clients actually love to hear about the causes you support, and that helps them to get on board. So thank you for inspiring me with that.
uh, do you want to see the apartment?
Absolutely, but give me one more
Okay.
moment. One more moment. I also wanted to ask you, because I know a little bit about your history, and for those who do not, how'd you get started in the business as an interior designer?
uh, it was 50 years ago. Amazing. I started in what is a design building, the D&D building, sweeping the floors and folding samples in a sample room. Then I started selling. Then I started, assisting the people that came into the showroom on design ideas. I started freelancing. I started collecting unemployment because I got fired. And it progressed. Uh, you know, within a year and a half, I started to work with the person that had introduced me to the design industry, Bob Patino, and we became partners. And in 1988, I started my own business, Vincent Wolf Associates. And it's been, I must say, you know, people say work. It's not work. I mean, it's the best that I can gift that you can have is to do something that you love doing every day. I was sitting today designing a project, and the ideas. I went to see Twyla Tharp last night. She had opened at the Joyce Theater, and she inspired me in what her dance she had designed or done. And I started designing and came up with new ideas. How else? Who else can say that if you were an accountant or, you know, what we do as creative people, I think is the best.
100% agree with you. And so I'm not going to prolong the agony for anyone else who's hopped on here, who's dying to see the loft. Give us a little background. I know where you are, but tell
I
everyone where you are.
moved here in 1988, and it was a hellhole. It was the studio of this photographer. It was so dirty. I mean, dirty. You couldn't see out the windows. The windows were so dirty. It was all painted Kelly green. But when I walked in and I saw what you will see as the windows and the space, I thought, this is perfect. And I've been living here since. I bought the apartment next door, which became my bedroom and bathroom. But the main room that's here is really the way it was originally. And the furniture that is here is things that have come into my life, things that I had bought for clients, and then they were moving and they said, well, do you want it? And they got added onto the apartment. Things I bought in my travel, you know, just pure chance. Almost everything that's in
And
here.
where in the world are you?
I am in a lovely neighborhood, very high end, 39th Street between 8th and 9th, which is a block from the Port Authority. Uh,
In which
Great for
city?
prostitution and drug dealing. Um, and now there on my block, there's like 8 hotels, you know, like, you know, tourists from all over the world coming here. So now it's prostitutes, drug dealers, and tourists.
And so,
So,
so what city in the world are you?
oh, in New York,
Right,
uh, Midtown Manhattan.
right. Wonderful. And so, what are you showing us tonight?
Okay, so let me turn this around. There. Oh, there I am again. So sorry, it's not hazy. So what you see here is uh, the space, which is I collect photography. So a lot of what's here is my collection of photography. But when you enter the apartment, I'm walking backwards now. You enter down. If I trip and fall, don't laugh. You enter here and you see the room,
Wow.
which is quite large. And again, you see it's a mixture of things like, you know, Ethiopian chair, a French chair, you know, half a poof, which I used in a show house. Again, the photography all over. Um, a wonderful bed that I bought in Borneo. It took a year to ship to New York. It's made out of wood called ironwood. And I bought it and sold it to a client. And when he moved, he said, listen, I don't have any room for it. Do you want it? I said, yeah, because after I sold it, I said, why did I sell it? I should have kept it. And he gave it to me with the pillows, the cushions. I mean, I've reupholstered it in time, but, and wonderful table, a great painting. That was a Valentine present many years ago. And just wonderful, you know, photography, great French piece. Um, and then when you come this way, you enter what is the exercise room. There's another day bed that this is for guests, books, exercise equipment, uh, television, a wonderful monk's table. This is where the monks in Burma sit, when they're reading the scriptures during service, and just wonderful photographs, very personal things, some of my photography, and just it's all very personal. And I don't know, this poor apartment has been photographed so many times, and that when it sees the camera, it says, "No, no, please, no more, no more." But because I think the reason that it appeals editorially is because the mixture is very sort of innocent.
Organic. Yeah.
It's like just they all work together. Nothing has like there's an Egyptian stool, a 1950s chair. These cushions are from South Africa and they're made out of wool. It's just it's a feast for the eyes
I,
because what you're looking at, each thing has a story. And I guess the older you get, the more stories you collect. And
I
I'm
love that. Vincent, you I know you can't see because you've turned everything around, but the comments you're getting here are spectacular.
no
You
dirty
know,
words.
no dirty words, no. Hey, I gotta keep my family friendly rating here on Instagram. Um, so, Joe Wong has hopped on and he's got a question that I think so many people are asking, and that is how can you leave the house when you have an apartment that looks like this?
Well,
Would you go
very
ahead and
easily
would you go
because
ahead and
my
flip that camera
office
back
is
around?
2 buildings away. So I go down the elevator, walk a third of a block, and I'm in my office. So, it's very easy. And I have a great beach house. So I leave here, I go traveling, just an amazing,
A collective.
life,
Yes.
I mean,
Vincent, would you go ahead and turn that camera back around? We are out of time with this tour.
oh,
We're going to
there I
move on.
am. That's
Yeah,
so
there. We're
strange.
going to move on. Yes.
Maybe let me do this. How about there? Am I clear?
Yes, so
Okay.
much better. Don't know what's going on. Maybe you just need to try wiping that front camera or the back camera, whichever one it is. But yeah, good to have you fully in focus. And thank you so much for showing us
Well,
how you
thank you
choose to live.
for having me, and I love sharing my home with you. And I love to see the comments that people have sent. If they have any questions, my email, which you have, I think,
Or they
I'm an
can
Instagram,
DM you here on Instagram.
right? So they can post them and be delighted to answer any questions anybody has.
Yes. And so we're going to definitely add your Instagram handle here in the comment box for you. And then you'll get the DMs. Anybody can send you a DM that they want to know more details about anything they saw. Thank you so much. You're going to hang out with us, right?
Yes,
Because we're about to do a
ma'am.
game challenge shortly. So thank you again for sharing your beautiful New York loft with us. I'm going to invite up now the very next guest, Joe Wong is in the house, you guys. And so, Joe, I sent you an invite. There you are.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Joe, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm good. How about you? Very nice meeting
Fantastic.
you here.
Very nice meeting you here. I got to tell you, I am so thankful you did not stand me up. Did I try to do that? Okay, I'll leave the jokes to you, Joe. And so go ahead and take it away, would you please?
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I apologize. I encountered some technical difficulties, which is very unlike an Asian person, but what can I do? And ironically, my background is actually science, because my father was really into science, and his idol was Einstein. And then he heard that Einstein couldn't even speak until he was 6.
Yeah.
So when I was about 2 years old, I was like, Daddy. He was like, oh no. That's why I have a younger brother now. But later on, speaking of Valentine's, but by the way, happy Valentine's Day.
And same to
And
you.
yeah, speaking of, thank you. Speaking of Valentine's Day, do you guys know that Einstein had 10 mistresses? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, do you guys know what Einstein looks like? He looks like this. I was like, whoa, you look like that? You can have 10 mistresses? And that is when I decided to study science. And and my goal was really clear, just to get girls. So, but then I studied really hard, and then I became a nerd and realized that girls don't like nerds that much. So that's my love story right there. But what I found out is a lot of girls like guys who can play instruments.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried just walking around with a guitar on my shoulder, and there are girls started talking to me, and they usually would not leave until I started playing. What Once I play, they're like, okay, bye. That's quite not quite fun. But I dated a couple of times, but then I just want to advise all the single women out there, if you want to reject a science guy, you have to make yourself super clear. Otherwise, we don't get it. Sometimes girls say to me, "Hey, Jill, you're a nice person." I was like, "Wow, you really know me. Thank you." And she's like, I'm not in love with you." I'm like, "That's fine. I can teach you how." One of them even said to me, "Hey, Joe, I'm sure you will find someone better than me." I was like, "But I can't even get you. How can I get someone better than you?" That doesn't make any sense. But yeah,
I
yeah,
love that.
yeah. So eventually, I met my wife. I tried to impress her. So I even took her because as a science guy, I'm always in a kind of disadvantage. So once I was trying to be romantic, I took her to a park. We see the fireworks, and I just point to the sky. I just said to her, "Look, yellows are sodium, blues are potassium, and into you is what I am." I tried to make a stupid rhyme, but it actually kind of worked. So, you know. And but speaking of dating, I have social anxiety. So one thing I'm really afraid of is probably double dates. It's kind of the ultimate form of peer pressure. Once we had a double date, my wife was next. This was when we were dating. She was sitting next to me. The other couple, they're just laughing. The guy told a joke. The girl was like, ha, ha, ha. The guy was pretty happy there. And I was super nervous. I don't know what to say. And just kicking me under the table to say, hey, say something to get the attention back to us. So I just proposed.
Wow, first date.
Yeah, but at least we got the attention back to us. It didn't work, but we got the attention back. But anyway, I guess I have like about 3 minutes to talk about this, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I just thank you so much for waiting and for listening to my lame anecdotes, and yeah, I'm just very happy to be on the show.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm thrilled to have you on this show, you guys, and you had an opportunity to hear a little bit about Joe Wong, stand-up comedian. And Joe, I wanted to ask you, how'd you get started? How'd you discover that you have this talent?
Oh, well, actually, I'm always interested in humor. After I started working, you know, I got the only patent in my company. I used to work at a biotech company, but I never got promoted. I was like, oh, this is so depressing. I wanted to find some hobby. So I tried all sorts of different things, pool table, and I shot some guns when I was in Texas. And yeah, but then I played a little bit of golf, but then I just noticed that I can't uh, keep doing those
All right.
things. Then I tried stand-up comedy. Even if some nights I bomb, still 2 days later I want to go back on stage again. I think, if you keep failing at something but you still want to do it, that might be your calling. That's kind of how I started.
Absolutely. It's funny because I was going to ask you, had you ever experienced, a time when your content was rejected and
Oh,
by the audience, or maybe if you were heckled, and what did you do? So it sounds like you're saying you just went back for more,
oh,
more.
oh yeah. I have a big appetite for public humiliation. That's yeah. But then, yeah, but it's just that that's gradually what I realized that is if you bomb one night, the best way to get over it is just to go out the second day and do it again. There's no way you can get out of it by not doing it. So
And so much of your content is about the fact that you're a new immigrant to the
yeah.
USA. So I want to know, how long have you been here?
Oh, it's been a while. I came to the United States like exactly 30 years ago. Yeah,
30 years ago. Okay,
no,
so
30 years ago, 30.
yes, 30.
Yeah, yeah.
So so it might be my Jamaican Canadian accent.
No, sorry, I
um,
just didn't hear
and
clearly.
so do you consider this home now, and where is home?
Oh, right now I live in California, LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
So is
uh,
it home?
yeah, exactly. So, so you live in New York, right?
I am in Dallas area.
Dallas.
Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, I was in the Dallas House of Comedy twice last year.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I missed it, but not next time, because I'm sure you'll hit me up and send me an invite.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes. Okay. So the very last question I have for you, I don't know, would you rather have more time or more money?
Oh, more money.
Why?
Yeah, because I just want to have more money when I'm healthy. You know,
Yes.
exactly. I don't want to be like 98 and very poor. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. Somebody to the show next. Somebody saying invite us to the show. Oh, that's you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're getting all kinds of comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Vincent has stepped away.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but I am going to invite up my very next guest, who's going to be the final guest, Kingsley Ray. He's known here around Chatting with Charmaine.
Oh, oh, hi,
How's it
Kingsley.
going?
Oh, hi.
I've been
Hi, I'm Joe Wang.
nice to meet
Nice meeting
you.
you
Kingsley,
too.
Mr.
Hey.
Joe
Where are
Wong.
you based?
I think you may know him from the promos. Yeah, and so what we like to do around here in Chatting with Charmaine is, if we don't have all three guests to play my game challenge, which is the segment coming up next, I like to ask someone who has been around. And so I'm throwing this out to any of my viewers who are watching. If you would like to come up and play with these two gentlemen, do the game challenge, I would I would love to have you. I'm thinking, Dr. Lee, I think you're up for this. What do you say, Dr. Lee? I'm going to send you an invite, and I'm hoping that you'll accept it. Yeah, so tonight we're going to formally introduce Kingsley Ray a little bit later on. You guys have been listening to him. Oh, there's Dr. Lee.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
Dr.
hi,
Lee,
Dr. Lee.
taking the
Dr.
challenge.
Lee.
And so tonight's game challenge is it's all about love, right? It's Valentine's Day. And so I wanted to keep it. I'm calling this challenge the love connection. Okay.
Ooh.
And so, how do you spell love is what I want to know, right? How do you say I love you? Well, I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of verbiage that says I love you. And your job is to guess what language this is that I'm showing you. They all
Oh.
say I love you. All right, so the challenge begins. Now here's the thing, you got 15 seconds to identify. We're going to start in the order that I've got you on my screen now. So we'll start with Joe, we'll go to Kingsley Ray, and we'll finish up with Dr. Lee. Give you an opportunity to do it that way. So Joe, this is coming to
Okay.
you, and I just want you to try and guess what language this is. Now here's what's
Okay.
going to happen. There's always a twist on Chatting with Charmaine. If you're unable to guess, I'm going to go ahead and give your competitors an opportunity to steal that point. And if they can't,
Oh.
then Joe will back at you, and you need to sing us a song that includes the word love. So here we go. Here's my first one. Can you see that well? There you go. What language is that?
Spanish?
Yes, point to you.
Yes.
Woo! All right. Okay, here we go, Kingsley Ray. This one is coming to you. And what language is this, Kingsley Ray? This says I love you. 15 seconds.
Japanese.
Ooh, so does anyone want to steal? Because it's not Japanese. Yeah,
Chinese.
Go ahead, Joe.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese.
Yes, it is
Dr.
Chinese.
Lee and Joe both got Chinese. Kingsley Ray, they saved you from having to sing a song about love, but I don't think that would have been a problem for you.
Oh, we shouldn't have saved them.
He's the singer. He probably would have loved it. Here you go, Dr. Lee. What language is this? Do you know? Can you see the language of love here?
Mais oui, je vous aime. It's French.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
French. All right. Here we go. You
Yeah.
guys are good. Here we go. This is coming at you, Joe.
I think this is oh God.
So, Joe, you go ahead and look in the comments, because we have viewers from all around the world, and sometimes they choose to help you out.
They may give me some tip, huh?
Yeah, you might be able to get somebody giving you a tip
Oh,
there. All
I
right,
think
so it looks like your 15
is it
seconds are
Thai?
up. It is not tied, and your 15 seconds are up. Does anyone want a challenge? Come on, grab those points, Kingsley Ray.
No.
Okay, that time is up. Joe, you got to sing us a song about love. And Phil, you were so close. It is not Jewish. The language is called Hebrew, but you were in the right place.
I should have jumped
Oh.
in. I knew it was Hebrew, but
I
didn't
didn't.
want to fly.
And Michelle is
Dr.
saying
Lee, you could
Hebrew.
have
It looks like
saved
we had a
me.
little delay. You guys got to go a little faster for our players here. Okay, so Joe, what's your
Okay.
song? Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. Like what was that song? No New Year's Day
Summer's Day.
to celebrate.
Hmm.
I just call to say I love you.
Stevie Wonder.
All right. There we go. We got to hear those magic words. Magic words indeed. Here we go. This one is coming to you, Kingsley Ray. Here you go, Kingsley. Oops. Yeah. You should know this one.
Ti amo.
Yes.
Spanish. Yay.
Ooh.
I was nervous. What is not?
No, because you know what? In the Spanish, there's a vowel difference. This is not Spanish. Come on, you, Lucy, you should help out. Okay, does anyone want a challenge? Come on, look
Italian?
in the comments. Go, Dr.
Italian?
I go with that one.
Italian, it is. Okay, Dr. Lee and Joe, I think, because I knew Dr. Lee knew it. Okay, here we go. Dr. Lee, you got to be a little bit more vocal.
Okay.
All right. This one's coming at you. This one comes to you, Dr. Lee. And
Greek.
yes, that is Greek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's how it's done. Here we go. A little bit faster. Joe.
Oh, German.
Yes, that is German.
Yes.
Woo. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Who knows this one? Kingsley, this is coming at you.
Oh,
What?
Come on,
we
Kingsley.
love you.
Yes.
Jamaican?
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Is it
Oh.
really? Is it really?
Awesome.
I love you. Okay. Dr. Lee.
Uzbekistan.
Ooh. It could very well be, but I have it as a more generic. You want to try again?
Russian?
No.
I don't know them.
Arabic.
Pakistan?
Arabic.
I don't know
Arabic.
if it's Uzbekistan Arabic or not. But
The people in Uzbekistan do use Arabic language because they have the etymology between
okay,
the two countries.
we'll see if show producer gives that to you. And the final one tonight. What language is this?
So hard.
That's a good one.
This was
American,
I think
English,
emoji.
emoji. Emoji is the
Yeah.
language.
emoji.
Yeah.
Emoji.
That's-
Wow, you guys, you guys were pretty
Oh.
impressive. I got to tell you,
Here's everybody.
really well done. You know, whenever we play these games, I just never know. And I had thought I might stump a few of you, and I didn't. So I'm also so glad that I've got viewers who are willing to hop in, and they are from all around the world. And so tonight's game challenge, show producer, who's the winner? Oh, there's a tie.
Oh.
There's a tie between, and it looks like that means I'll have to do a breaker. And what you got for me, show producer? The tie is between Dr. Lee and Joe Wong, comedian. And so what I need you to do is I'm just going to put this up, and the first to tell. Now, I don't have any clue what language this is, show producer, so hopefully you do. Here we go. And on the count of 3, just go ahead and yell out the answer, please. Here we are.
Can you back it up just a little bit? Irish.
French?
Who said Irish? You are correct.
First guess.
Someone
first
guessed
guess.
Romanian, and some
Wow.
people said Brazilian.
Wow.
Way to go. And greetings from England. Thank you so much for joining, Dr. Sammy Joseph. That's it. That's a game challenge for tonight. But you know what? I know some of you are on here because we got Kingsley Ray in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Listening all week to Kingsley as I used his music in the promos. And Kingsley, we are so happy to have you back here on Chatting with Charmaine.
Thank you. Love Day. That's what I'm all about. That was the original title of my album coming was For Love, switched to Kingsley.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Absolutely. You know, it's a long time coming, and I'm so pleased. You know, your new EP, Crushing. Oh my goodness. I'm here to predict that you got yourself another winner. You guys may know that last time he was here, he had Replay, and that's doing amazing. And now we have Crushing. So what are you sharing with us tonight?
So it's kind of a mashup. With the time, I'm not using all of the time, but I wanted to do a little mashup, starting with Crushing and kind of sandwiching it in between, a little something new, kind of sampling the album. So I'm going with spring of 2023. The single will be out first of next month, called Walk Away. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm going to sample one of the album cuts, and also a remix, which I haven't released, for Crushing. Yeah, I did a feature on that, but the album is done, with the exception of one cover song that it'll be a surprise.
Okay.
Cover song.
Well, then before you get started, why don't you tell folks where they can, if they're falling in love with what they're hearing, where can they purchase your music?
Keep an eye out for KingsleyRay.com, which is going to be where I'm going to feed all of the new stuff coming in for the forthcoming album entitled Kingsley. And Kingsley Ray Music, everywhere else on social, you'll be able to find what I'm doing. I'm going to be posting a lot more performances and covers and all the different shows. I'm excited to get back out here and do the dance. Some amazing music, different genres. Pop, R&B is the foundation, and this album is awesome. Seriously.
All right.
I'm excited.
All right. We're excited too. Let's have a listen.
Let's have a listen. Okay. So set up here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. I see you around, wondering would you hold it down? Hop in and go. Daydream, but don't wanna know. Hey, the way that you walk is making me feel some way. I just wanna see you. Hey. Baby girl, your eyes back mine, but I'm not changing them. Possibly get to know you, that won't be the same. You dangerous, I got this crush, I'll just maintain. Let me down. It's a little something new.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right. You left me this morning on a plane. You left me alone, no words to say. After that kind of kiss, I know I'll never be the same. Darling, that's alright with me. My head keeps spinning round and round, watching those wheels hit the ground. A part of me is flying, but I know one day it's gotta come down, darling. That's alright with me. You give me reason to believe that even though I don't have much of anything, you're all I've got, and that's all I need. That's alright with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And for Valentine's Day,
What Kingsley Ray, what is that one called? Do you have a title for it yet?
That'll be out sooner than you think. That's all right.
Okay. All right. All right. We gotta wait for it.
So I can feel it. Do you feel it? Searching for that rhythm makes us wanna, but we just slow. I know that we can lose control. Let it go. Your call. You don't have to go. Baby, I can see it in your eyes that we can hang out all night. I can see you and me. Just like how the movies start. This is how a story goes. Replay over and over and over. Spending up the night. This is on some other level. I be all up in the sky. Like motion picture pleasure, baby. This is how a story goes. Replay over and over and over. It's a Valentine's Day. I got nothing left to do but if you don't want to go. You can be my all. You can take the world. I'm just saying. I'm so into you. Your call. You don't have to go. I can see it in your eyes that we can hang out all night. All night. I can see you and me. Yeah. This is how a story goes. Replay over, over, over. Ooh. Oh, 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 yeah. Over and replay. Over, 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 over. Replay over and over and over. Replay over, over, ooh, yeah. Ooh. And there we have it.
Bravo. Bravo.
Upcoming album is Kingsley.
Fantastic. I cannot wait for that album. I got to tell you, Kingsley Ray, you have surpassed what I wished for. Thank you for the Valentine's serenades. Fantastic. You know, I love your range. I always have. I think if you take a few moments to look at the comments before I close down here, everyone on this live has agreed. You know, the grit and the strength in your voice. You just deliver music so smoothly, and it just hits you right in the soul and the heart. It is perfect for Valentine's Day episode.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's great.
Absolutely.
Really enjoyed
I
it.
appreciate it.
And thank you to all of my guests.
Yeah.
Joe Wong, Vincent Wolf, Dr. Lee, thank you for hopping on and playing the game challenge. And Kingsley Ray, you guys. You know, please, and thank you, viewers, for watching. I'll be back again next week, Wednesday. 3 new guests, 1 new game challenge. So I hope you will follow me here, meet me there, save, like, and share. I'm Charmaine Winter. Bye.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's.
Bye.
Happy
Nice meeting you
Valentine's Day,
guys.
everyone.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Good night. Oh.